Right.
neither do I.
Right, well, we'll go live. All right. We're going live. All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
And welcome to Chinwag number 134.
We both look at the screen.
Yes, we both look at the screen to read the title that we have come up with.
You came up with.
That I came up with.
Yeah.
Would you say it like that? Like it's a bad title?
It's not a bad title. It's fine.
It's fine, exactly.
It's honest. It's the
honest,
truth.
It's exactly. Chinwag number 134. 134. Absolutely. I'm actually kind of proud that we've managed to keep going for 134 of these.
We've missed a week here or two.
Here and there, you're bound to, aren't you? But yeah, pretty impressive. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. We've already had a few people waiting in the chat, which is really humbling. Absolutely love doing this. Especially when you have a tougher week. It's so nice to be able to sit down at the end of the week and just be silly, really. So Chinwag 134, it's been titled £1,800 in 7 days last week, £527 this week. OOFT. The OOFT is inspiration from my daughter, who loves saying OOFT quite often.
She says it quite a lot.
She says it a lot, yeah. OOFT, yeah. Like she's always dropping OOFTs. So I'm trying to be down with the kids and have implemented it into the title. Yeah. Hoping that it will make me look even cooler than I already am. I don't know. Would you reckon possible?
Yeah, that's debatable.
It's just debatable, is it? Well, we'll go in and say a few hellos because we do appreciate you turning up. We've got Ryan was in the chat. I'm not sure if he's in it now. Gary Southwest Sellers, Peter Ray, Janet Plant, Stu Mandry, BCP, Margaret Stewart, Karen has popped in, Lincoln Seller, Jason Entwistle as well. Thank you for popping in, guys. Do appreciate it. Just scroll down a bit. Shazad, thank you, Shazad, for popping in. Always appreciate Shazad popping in. We've got Zaire Kareem. Thank you for popping in. Zahir, you're the best, he says. Thank you. You are also the best, saying that I'm the best. Appreciate it. Will's Shop, Reselling Polly and Claire. Hi, Claire. Mr. C. Sturgeon as well. Left hand down a bit as well. Thank you for popping in. I really do appreciate you guys popping in. The general store must be suffering from the lack of boot sale, says Shazad. Very astute. Stu says, just realised OOFT isn't an acronym. Assumed F was a rude word and was trying to work out what it was short for. Yes, Stu, it's not an acronym.
No, it's just what our daughter says.
Not just our daughter. It's quite commonly used, isn't it? It's like it's what the younger people nowadays use. That's
only because she's a younger person.
No,
do you think that?
It's because I'm cool. Is why I'm using it.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, I'm super cool. That. And Shazad, a very astute observation. The general store has been suffering from the lack of car boots. We'll go into that. And why are you laughing?
Because I'm Legend says, hello, I don't know if you've noticed, Z, but you're always live for a good 10 seconds before.
Always funny hearing you at the start. Yeah, I know, but I never know how long.
The thing is, we could just sit here in silence for a good 10 seconds. Yeah. But we never know when it actually really starts. So sometimes you'll kind of catch a bit of half of a conversation about us.
Yeah, we try to keep the conversations respectable.
Yeah, because sometimes we talk some stuff.
Right. Ryan Brown says, keep on popping in the free world. Wow, okay. Thank you. We will keep on popping, I suppose.
You do the same.
Yeah. Less beans, less oofed, says Carly. It's not how it works, but yes. Joan says, you two are much better than Love Island. I don't know about that, Joan. I don't know. I don't watch Love Island.
Oh, are we clashing with Love Island?
I don't know. Maybe we are.
Is it on at like 9 o'clock?
Maybe it is. I honestly don't know what time it's on. All I know is that a lot of like people watch it, and it's people like young people meeting up on some beach doing hanky panky. That's It's just what I've heard. Yeah. I don't know if that's all there is to it. Nick has popped in as well. Howdy, late again.
Hi.
You're not late. We're late. And Andrew has popped in as well. Monumental Nadine. Hi everybody. Really do appreciate it. Hello. Trigger Them says, finally able to catch you. I live in Preston near you. Will you be going to Billsborough this weekend? Interesting story we've got to tell you about that. But no, we'll go into it later.
Possibly not.
I think it's more than possibly.
Yes.
Okay.
Not unless we want to walk.
Don't give it away, man. Tops About says, hi guys. Just get to know you guys recently with your live with Nick. Been enjoying your videos. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Tops About. And another thanks for Nick for having us on. Yeah. Do appreciate it.
It was really awesome to catch up with Nick.
And Corey has a super chatted $3.99 and has left a fantastic message saying, everyone send super chats, please. So
we do appreciate that.
Thank you, Corey. And Shazad has obliged and has super chatted $4.99. I can see. Thank you so much. We do appreciate it. This is very kind and completely not necessary, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you. Watching paint dry is better than Love Island, says Karen, and Love Island cannot watch that utter tribe. Okay. Well, let's get on with.
Right. So we're gonna go straight in with some sales.
No, we're gonna go in with what's happened this week. We're gonna go in with what's happened.
Are we changing it up?
We need to talk about this.
Okay.
We need to talk about this.
Right. Are we ready?
Some of you will know. Some of you know. We drive a vintage automobile.
Yeah, it's quite vintage.
But not out of choice. Just out of necessity.
Do you know what? I called it like 15 years old.
Yeah.
It's older than that.
It's older.
It's actually like...
So, 2002 is 17 years old.
It's 17 years old.
So we drive a classic Honda CR-V. And in the past, I've been known to not be the best mechanically minded person when it comes to cars. Yeah. There's been situations recently where we've let the car run without a good amount of engine oil. And the engine oil has been just, not doing great, and we've been driving it, and suddenly the car starts cutting out. And I took it to the garage last time, and my lovely mechanic said, yeah, it's really low on engine oil. I'm surprised it hasn't broke down. The VTEC system was just trying to protect itself, hence why it was just cutting off. So this, I went away and drove the car again without checking the engine oil.
Yeah. So last night, right?
Yeah. It starts cutting out.
When was the last time you put oil in the car?
And it was
that'll be when the mechanic did it.
And
right, okay, right.
Yeah, so I then thought, I'm going to be proactive. And I know what this is. It's the oil.
He went and put oil in the car.
But I kind of put 5 litres of oil in.
How many litres does the car take?
4.2 or something. And unfortunately, there's too much engine oil in the car. I didn't bog the engine down, and the problem was still persisting. Took it to the mechanic. He said, you've now put too much oil in. Kind of embarrassing. I'm a grown man. I'm nearly 40. And it's either one or the other. And now he drained the oil, and unfortunately, even after draining it, it's still not working. We are now we're trying something out. He's going to change the oil filter tomorrow. Yeah. And add some additive.
So we're waiting to see how it goes.
Yes.
If this fixes it, then great.
Otherwise...
If not, we're without a car. So boot sales are going to be a bit of a problem.
Yeah. So, and Shazad said that super chat was for my 5th fortnight win. Oh. Thank you, Shazad. I appreciate it. Thank you for that super chat. Karen says it's a Trojan horse. Please don't tell me it ran out of oil again.
It possibly did, and then he put too much in.
It.
So yeah.
Claire Thompson says we. Yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, Ryan says, question for Bex. When you said your vows to get married to Z, did you know he was bad with cars?
Yes.
Yes, you did. And Joan says, hi Karen, Z and Beck are better than paint drying men. Oh, thank you. We'll take that as a compliment.
Thank you.
And Antoinette, oh, thank you. £5 super chat, definitely better than Love Island. Thank you. And Trigger Them says, my car is 2003 and it works fine. So yeah, I think you need to be looking after it more.
Yeah, definitely.
The sad thing is, I reckon he's going to get it working because this car is... I don't want to.
Do you know what? It's been
bulletproof. The engine
it has. Yeah. Considering the abuse that it's had to put up with from you.
Yeah.
You don't like putting petrol in it. You don't like putting oil in it.
Yep.
And you don't check the water.
No.
So, you know.
I'm a terrible owner.
It's surviving.
It is surviving, and it runs perfectly. It's just it's having a little hiccup. It's having a little hiccup. So we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot now when it comes to car boots. I told you too much oil, says Ryan. Oh no, bad times. Last time the car had oil in it was when Z brought home a greasy kebab, says she. It's had many greasy kebabs. So
that's what's happened to the car.
Exactly.
Hopefully we will have some good news tomorrow.
Poor Honda, says Claire. One animal. And Southwest Sellers says, oh dear, put some extra seats on one of the larger RCs sorted. And Karen asks a really good question. How are you going to get to work, Bex, without a car?
Okay,
do you want to talk about that?
Right. I've been ill this week, so I've had a couple of days off sick. And today was my first day back at work. And I got a bus.
Got a bus? Yeah. I feel kind of bad about that.
I got a bus.
But you thought it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad. I didn't enjoy like the waiting at the bus stop part. But the actual journey is like really straightforward. Yeah. So it's
I kind of felt bad, you know, because I thought this is at least partly my fault.
But I feel like it's something. Yeah. Like after getting the bus today, I'm kind of like, actually, it might be something that we can kind of keep going.
Well, we've talked about this because obviously the time effect it has in terms
like
of me having to
your day a lot.
Because I drop you off and then I have to come back, and then
you have to come back and pick you up again.
As well.
So you know, from a money point of view, we're doubling the journey, putting more petrol in the car when he does actually put petrol in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? If the car comes back working with just an oil filter change, I'm gonna have to make a video about my car and how it is possibly the best built car on the planet. I mean, we've driven past broken down Beamers, broken down Audi. The amount of times we've driven down to Croydon and we've been like, you know, brand new cars broken down, and there's us just pootling along down the M6 in the old CRV.
Yeah.
If it comes back from this, it's going to have my official seal of approval. And you know what? I will make sure going forward I put in the correct amount of oil. I put in too much oil. It was a rookie mistake. I just kept pouring. I thought, you know, I don't know. I just thought it must be so low. Just whack it all in. It'll be fine. You shouldn't do that, guys, if you didn't know. But yeah, you learn from your mistakes, I hope. Well, I said that and then I didn't fill it with oil, so I don't learn from my mistakes, really. There we go.
No.
My boot sale Sunday is not on. Not sure why. Some sort of event, says Peter. Okay.
Oh, that's a shame.
So yeah, Z the Honda killer, says Shazad. Honda engines are bulletproof, just not Zahir-proof, says James. And BCP says my daily driver is from 1982, but I check my oil, says BCP. Wow. Okay. Well, no need to brag about checking the oil, BCP. You know, no, it's fair.
It is fair.
I should really have done it. Some VTEC engines do drink oil, so you should check often, said Richard Howe. That's exactly what my mechanic said to me the last time I took it. Yeah.
And he's probably not that surprised that you're back there with it again.
Exactly. You don't deserve Honda. The Honda needs to approve you, not you approve the Honda. Right, putting reminders in my calendar to tell you to check the oil once a month. Shazad says, I never check my oil. Yeah, but Shazad, you're driving a car that's like a week old, probably.
Yeah.
Didn't you just recently get your car? The car probably checks its own oil. Question for Pex. Will you check the oil, please?
I really should.
Yeah.
I might have to start doing it.
Yeah. Hey, Pleasant Valley.
Hey.
Okay. Let's get on with the meat and potatoes of the
We're going to have to move on from the Honda.
We're going to have to move on from the Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel kind of bad now.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, bad for the car.
Well, It could have been easily avoided.
Yeah.
It could have been easily avoided.
You're only just coming to this realization.
Yeah,
now.
I was trying to not accept responsibility.
I know you were.
Yeah, I said to Beck, it's not really my fault, but it really is actually. Really is. Like all of it is. Yeah. Because I
mean, I could take a bit more responsibility with it and kind of check the oil for you, because I know that you just don't do it.
Yeah.
But it would be really good if you did.
Does it not have an oil warning light? It's got all kinds of lights.
It's got all kind of lights.
On all so many lights.
But not the oil one. The oil one doesn't come on.
It's got a yellow one which tells me that the engine is there. And it's got a red one which says SRS.
By the way, right, we have had these lights checked out, okay? It's just a sensor. Our car is absolutely fine, apart from this thing that's happening right now.
Yeah. Beck, you need to become a mechanic. Question, are you feeling better now, Bex? Asked Karen.
Oh, yeah, so much better. Yeah, so much better.
Exactly. Just start worrying when the mechanic puts a screen around your car and brings out a shotgun. Like an episode of Top Gear, how long can his Honda run on too much oil? The Honda's dashboard is lit up like a Christmas tree. It is, Shazad.
It is,
But it's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's
good.
Right. But the oil light is the one that doesn't come on.
Yeah, that's the one light that doesn't. The oil light didn't come. In my defence, that's my defence. See, that's where I was trying to weasel out of this.
You're like, see, it's the car not telling me.
The car should have told me that there was low oil, okay? So there we go. Free Beck from hard labour says the truth. # going to ask all my members to pray for Beck. It's the only concern about the glue for the wig. It's not a wig. By the way, guys, I've got this new mouse. I just want to get like a.
Show it.
I need to show it to the chat and let me. What do you guys think of this logo on the mouse? I don't know if you can see it right by my fingers. Let me know what you think of that logo. I mean, do you think that those long flowing locks, that stubble, do you think that reminds you of any handsome person on YouTube? Maybe. Well, okay, let's talk about sales. Richard says, never wait for the oil light to come on. Normally too late for the engine by then. Okay.
Oh, so we don't need to wait for that.
Yeah, there we go. Right. When I asked you yesterday what oil did you put in, you said any oil. I found I was worried. Okay. Anyway, let's go on and talk about sales, right? I watched Karen's vlog earlier, and I was also popped into the reseller ladies chat earlier on, where Karen was on there as well. Along with oh god, I'm gonna have a brain fart now. Karin was there, and Heather, it was on Heather's channel, Treasure Pirate. Mrs. M was there. Kelly was there. Flipping Fantastic Finds, yeah. And they had a really great chat. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth going over there, and it's definitely worth going over there and having a look at this chat on Treasure Pirate Heather's channel. Resale ladies, they move it around, and a very honest chat it was, and it was about how the sales have been, and I do feel that it's good to talk about this stuff, because especially when you get the traditional dips. I mean, this week has been a bit weird, hasn't it? Because eBay's had its down days, and as you can see from our title, we've had a big drop in sales this week.
We have.
Massively. A massive drop. We did mention this last week though, didn't we, hon?
Yeah, we were expecting a drop, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
There's probably a couple of reasons for like the drop in sales.
Yeah. Do you want to go into a couple of them? See what do you think?
Lack of sourcing.
I mean, Shazad touched on this, that on the general store, we rely mostly, like our good sales that we've had on the general store have mostly come from car boots. And over the, over the past 3 weeks, we've not been able to go to car boots. We've had a car, but we've not been able to go to car boots because they've been rained off. Mm-hmm. This week, I'm not sure if the car boot is on. It still looks pretty grey, but even if it is on, we may not be able to go because we don't have a car. Now,
if we've got a car, if we've got the car back, we'll probably go.
Yeah.
If it's on. But obviously, if we don't have the car back,
then
no
way.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just think that it's really interesting, like, you know, that we've had a couple of conspiring issues, haven't we? We've not been able to source for the general stores. So it's meant that we've still got a good amount of stock on there, but we've not actually had, we've not had any fresh stock go on there. Even though there's good value stuff on there, it has completely killed the sales on the store. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the graphs and everything. Anyway, let's just pop into the chat quickly and say his skill is deteriorated. No, it's fine now. It was my sensitivity, Shazad. It's fine. eBay doing 10% off. I tell my customers this so I can try and get more from them. Karen says, the thing is, I've never sourced a car boots. My sales are down 24% of last year, just adding best offer to everything. Yeah, our sales are down as well. Heil listening while packing 2 sales, says Adam. Nice one, Adam. eBay has been very consistent last 90 days, just under 150k, says Shazad. And you know, that's the thing to bear in mind, that you've got to kind of put things in perspective. You will get down days when you do stuff. It all depends on what you sell, the style of business you've got. So for example, you know, we're all selling secondhand goods. It's very different from having like a wholesale model, where you're selling consumables or like necessities. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are always going to buy those. So it's just something to bear in mind. Nick says, question, are you using your auctions at all? We scheduled a load today trying to move some old stock. We do now and then. Yeah. But we haven't done this week, but we do now and then. We don't always. But let's just go straight into the meat and potatoes of it and just share with you guys the damage, all right? So we're going to first share with you guys the RC store. So as you can see, the RC store has taken a massive dip in sales. We're 63% down from a year ago. But this is the interesting thing, right? So the yellow line is last year and the blue line is this year, because obviously the yellow line's higher. Now, if you look at our yellow line, 4 transactions, 10, 6, 10, 7, and 7. So that's like the number of transactions. Now look at this year's 2019, 6 transactions, 3, 5, 2, 6 again, 7 again, and then just the 1 there. So it's one of those situations where we've seen a drop not only in the average sale price, but we've seen a drop in the number of transactions. And we're not quite sure how to read this. I mean, we've got a lot more listed this year than we did last year.
Yeah, I mean, I think the things that we're missing, like last year, we did have some cars. Yeah.
But I think by this time of year, we've sold them.
I think we'd probably sold them by this point, actually. Yeah. I don't think we had many at that time. But also, we have separated the store.
Yeah, we've got 1,600 listings on. We've got 1,600 listings on this store, and then 200 on the general store.
So in a way, when I see like the figures for the hobby store, I do have to kind of remind myself, actually, the stuff that we put on the general store would have been stuff that we would have, you know, occasionally picked up and put on like what we call the hobby store now. So,
and Shazad's asked a good question: how's web interpret been? It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone very quiet.
At the moment, it's gone. Even the international sales we're getting, I seem to be getting them from eBay UK. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there either, because we were getting so many sales from eBay Germany, eBay France, eBay.com, and they seem to have just dwindled. It'll be interesting to actually go and show you that graph as well. So thank you for reminding me of that.
We'll try and sort that
this
out.
is the real contrast now. So last week we sat here with this store and we shared that we had about £800 of sales, and after that, literally, we've had,
and we did say at the point of sharing it, we are not expecting to see
£800, but we weren't expecting it to do this either. We have not had a sale now. As you can see on this graph, there's 2 marks, one on the 8th of June and then one on the 9th of June. sorry, 10th of June. 10th of June. Okay, so we have not had a sale since then. We've just not had any sales. Literally nothing. That's it. We've £139 there. So in total, just like our title says, we're 500 something pounds this week. From last week, we did 1,300. So, and that is just bam, gone out of the blue. Still 200 items listed. And, we'll just share with you the last sales. So the last sale we actually had was on the 9th of June. That was a camcorder. That was a car boot pickup, I think. Actually, that may have been a charity shop pickup. We've had a jumper sale. That was on the 7th of June. 7th of June, we sold a sewing machine. 5th of June, we sold that drum set. That drum. 5th of June, we sold a wool jumper. 5th of June, we sold a camera for £100. So you can see the 4th and 5th, we were getting some really good sales coming through. And then, bam, it's just gone. Nothing we can really say about that. It is how it's just turned out. I've noticed my promoted listings are appearing as the second listing with the sponsored tag aren't appearing. Okay, that's a bit weird, Nadine. Let's see what the chat is saying. The GSP program is perfect for VAT registration. Wow, that is bad. This is Pleasant Valley. Do you think GTC is screwing with one-off items that are highly available? Ask Karen. Do you think it is for us? I don't think it is.
I don't know. Yeah. We've used Good Till Counselled for such a long time. So I wouldn't like to say really, because even when I had the second store the first time round, I was still using Good Till Counselled just because I was lazy and I didn't want to relist stuff all the time. So we've been on Good Till Counselled on the second store when we've been getting good sales as well. Yeah. So I think it's just a really good reminder that it can be like this when you're selling online. It really can. And it's really easy to get completely deflated by it. But if you think about it, it's just sometimes this is how it happens when you're selling goods that are really not necessary. Like nothing we sell we've got 1,800 listings, right, in total. 1,800 listings on eBay. None of them are what you would call a necessity. No. Right? We're not selling loo roll. We're not selling medicine. We're not selling something that people use every day. We're not selling like anything that's repeatable like that. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to accept that there can be times where even with all the buyers out there, no one wants much of what you're selling. So it's just something to... Yeah, but then you can have a week where,
Well, last week we had 1,300 quid of sales. This week we've had 500. And you know what, guys? I always remind myself, whenever we're having these tough sales, I remind myself of when I used to work at Harrods. We used to take some serious money in Harrods. And there was massive footfall, lots of customers with lots of money. And believe it or not, we would have days out of the blue where there'd be all of our sales guys standing around getting paid, all this electricity being used, all the this being used. We'd have literally a whole day where we would not get a single sale on our department. And it was rare, but it would happen. It would happen. And there were plenty of days where there would be just one or two sales. And now think about that, guys. So that's in Knightsbridge, in a world famous store. You can't get any more popular than Harrods, really, can you? Like everyone that goes to London, everyone goes to Knightsbridge will walk through Harrods. And can you imagine having days where you've got all these salespeople standing around? We used to be standing around just laughing because we'd be in disbelief that not a single thing would sell. And it happens, especially when you're selling kind of... Well, I wouldn't call them luxuries because they're not like luxurious items what we're selling, are they? But they're not necessary, isn't it? They're not necessities.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
Yeah. Yeah? You go with that? Yeah. I think so.
I'd go with that.
Yeah. Well, if you go with it, then that's fine. And what else can we say? Going back into the chat. Get yourself more on Amazon, says Sean. Yeah, probably. Doctor says, hi folks, not ignoring anyone, listing to try and increase sales. Can I ask, has anyone noticed any issues with the mobile checker on listings? Not that I know of, Tat Doctor, but there we go. You should sign up for the Web Interpret shipping. I really think you'll find it beneficial. 53 sales so far this month from Web Interpret. You know what? At this point, I'm willing to try because we have seen quite a drop actually.
Yeah,
so I will get the Web Interpret. Guys, you guys are getting 3 graphs now. That is just crazy. That is just absolutely crazy, don't you think? Just crazy amount of graphage happening today. Wow, that's not good, says Southwest Sellers. Yeah. Stranger goes off a cliff sales wise. And we've still got some nice items, guys. We've got some really nice items. Yeah, look, we can definitely see, eBay was down for a couple of days during the week, says Martin. Very true. Tat Doctor says, I'm selling novelty loo roll. Southwest Sellers says, my sales are similar to last year in actual numbers, but average selling price this week is £38, up from 22 this time last year. That's really good. Question, you should join an RC Facebook group, says Shazad. You know what, Shazad? I am going to end up... I've been thinking about this a lot. I'm probably going to end up back on Facebook for 2 reasons. One was for the marketplace and the RC groups, because I can see there's a lot of benefits to having a group and a page and things like that. Secondly, Karen's words today really hit home, where she said in her vlog about wanting, she was at the point where she wanted to jack it all in, but because she had friends that she could talk to, it helped her through. And I think that can be really important, don't you? No? Very quiet. You gone tired now, have you? Or...
I'm a little bit tired, sorry.
Man. Perk up, man. Perk up. Yeah. What? Right.
Anyway, we're going to show the graph.
I am going to, but I just want to make sure I've read everything. Do you think buyers are wise to the fact that if they watch an item, they may get an offer from a buyer, says Tat Doctor? I don't know if it's that widespread, because it's not like they give you, you might be able to send 25 offers, but if you've got loads of listings, 1,000 listings, 25 isn't that bad. Shazaz said 3 graphs is like Christmas. Has Web Interpret gone wrong after Wednesday's outage? I wouldn't say that.
No.
It's just...
No, Web Interpret has slowed down recently for us, just in general. So
yeah, I mean, what we're going to do is we're going to actually share with you guys what we have done on Web Interpret as well. So for those of you that don't know, on the main store, we have got what's it called? A service called we've got a service called Web Interpret. Now, what Web Interpret does for us is actually quite valuable. They take our 1,600 listings, they then list them on eBay Australia, eBay America, Canada, Germany, France, Spain. So they list your listings basically again on all these other websites. And when we first did it, it made a massive difference.
Yeah,
I think we had
a really big difference actually.
Yeah, I think it added £1,000 to our monthly sales.
Yeah.
And we've recently, it's just gone completely the other way. Get him to make you a coffee, Bex. Instant, I know, but better than waiting 55 minutes. Homemade. Shazad had 6 sales today on Web Interpret. Yes, for us, as you can see, this is 8 weeks time frame. We've been at about £800 to £1,000 of sales through Web Interpret, and that's dropped massively to 400. And what's even more peculiar is we were getting a lot of sales from eBay Germany, and that is absolutely terrible. For it to have dropped to £100 of sales, I don't know whether there's something up. I don't know whether there's something broken. You know what? Guys.
Have you realised what it is?
Well, I don't know if that's all it is, but this is... If you can see this orange bar at the top, it says one of our tokens is broken, refresh token. So I've got to do that. That may help the sales a bit, because with Web Interpret, it's a service that connects to your eBay account. And
so this could be your fault as well.
It could be, but no, it may not have been. It may not have been,
So not only does he not put oil in the car, put too much oil in the car. There's also something that he could have done to actually try to fix this. Okay.
But well, we'll see how it goes. But I'm still going to keep the service because common sense for me just says it has to be worth it to have your listings out there on all these sites. It has to be worth it, and I'm sure it will pick up. And yes, the token is broken. I will refresh the token. So he breaks Honda and web interpret.
Oh no!
But it's a good thing. Like you should check it. So they say it comes in threes: cars, then tokens. What's the third?
Oh, please don't say that.
Come on, I think two is now. Fix it live. I don't even know how to refresh token. Token is broken. See, that will mess up my thing, won't it? Huh? Oh,
you can't do all that now.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll have to do it not here.
Yeah, and I'll fix it. But yeah. Z needs to add oil to web interpret, says Pleasant Valley. Oh gosh, it happens, guys. It happens. The listing mobile checker isn't working either, says Pete's Retro Collectible. Yeah, I mean, sign in. Yeah, I'm gonna just sign in now, if it'll let me. There's the button. Need help. There we go, guys. Token has been refreshed successfully. So we are now back, tokened up. Hopefully we are now going to be getting sales coming in, and I will see an uptake. There we go. All right. Now we'll see what happens. But sales, like I said, they do go down. Even I'm not expecting that's going to massively change everything. Okay, you just have to accept that sometimes in reselling or just selling, when you're not selling a necessity, you're going to get dips. Right? It's the summertime. You're going to get dips. Now Z's thing is messed up too. What? Broken token is sad token. Listings are finally automatically mobile friendly.
Oh, are they?
I didn't know that, Karen.
Oh, that's a good.
Well, that is a good thing.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
That is a good thing. Question: how much is web interpret? We'll look into this. Well, you should wait until I get an affiliate link before you.
Behave.
No, web interpret. They have different packages. And one of the packages is you pay as you go, so they'll take 5% from your sale, plus 79 pence per sale, or you can pay them, I think it's like £40 a month, and then they just take the 5% of whatever you sell. It's definitely worth it as long as you've got the margins for it. I would say it's definitely worth it. Now 20 sales to Europe incoming, says Nadine. Hopefully you're right, but we'll see. But I wouldn't. I'm not holding my breath because you get dips, don't you? You just get dips. You get dips.
You do.
So
that probably may not have helped much.
It may not have helped a little bit here. A little bit. Yeah. And plus we did, today, like I didn't even go into the office.
No, you didn't.
Didn't even do any work. Literally, didn't do anything.
But we're making up for it tomorrow. We're having to go into the office tomorrow to work. So
yes, we are. Fortnite is on mobile, Nadine. I don't play on mobile. I only play on PC. For the tokens, didn't he write Lord of the Rings? Very funny. Click on it after doing one and states mobile friendly, says Karen. Okay, that's pretty good. Question: how much is the dog in the window? Says the Tat Doctor. I don't think there was a dog in the window. No, we don't have one.
No, he's in the other room.
How much is the broken token package and weapons? Oh gosh. Yeah, look guys, it happens. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But yeah, we have noticed a drop in sales as we showed it on web interpret. And that was when both tokens were active, may I add. Shazad says, I just signed for the pro account and I just paid for the annual service. You can a percent to cover the cost of the service. I add 20% to all my prices. Yeah, you can. I've added a percentage to all my international prices to cover their fee as well. Shazad is right there. It's definitely a service worth looking at. I do feel it can be quite helpful. Even now, even though it's a drop, it's still £400 of sales that we possibly would not have gotten. So there we go. Pete Retro Collectible says, listed 8 items today, big day for me. Don't sell Alfie. Yeah, we're not going to sell Alfie.
We're not going to sell Alfie.
We're not going to sell Alfie. Yeah, we're not going to sell Alfie. So yeah, it's been quite an eventful week, really, hasn't it? And with all the sales stuff happening, eBay being down, and car braking by itself, you having to get the bus. Yeah, it's all gone on. Any questions then, guys? Any questions? Because we really have that's it, run out of stuff to talk about. I
think so.
Yeah, we've gone for it. I think we've gone for it. Question: do you have web interpret on both stores?
No, I haven't done it for the general store. Not that we won't do it for the general store, but I think we kind of need to get it to a point where it's a little bit more consistent than it is. Either by sourcing, I don't know.
Yeah, but then again, we could have sold stuff if we'd used web interpret.
We could have.
You never know, because
maybe we could do like a basic one on the general store.
You could go with the pay-as-you-go package, where you could and thinking about it.
Okay,
you
it's
never
a really
know.
good question, Karen, because now I'm going to actually do it.
Yeah, because it could help, because you never know. We could have gotten a sale.
No, it is actually. I just hadn't thought about it, if I'm honest. I've always thought, like, when it came to the hobby store, we did it for the hobby store, but didn't think about doing it for the general store.
Ash has a question. Z, have you considered changing your name to Zeus now that you have the hair/beard and the mouse? 67 grams of.
He can't see the mouse.
He can see it. I love this mouse so much. 67 grams. There we go. Sounds like a stressful week. I mean, you know what? It kind of was stressful, but talking it through with you helps. And I think I'm definitely going to get back into Facebook as much as I try to avoid it. I really didn't want to do it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to have to, because you know what? It helps to have people to talk to. It really does. So yeah. And Shazad says sign up for the free one. Nick has a question. Would you think web interpret would be beneficial for my sort of general stuff? I can't see why not. It's in front of more eyeballs, Nick. The point of it is like we were getting, when we're doing well on it, what happens is you've got to remember there's plenty of people out there that don't speak English, and eBay Germany is a massive site. It's bigger than eBay UK, I think. And you will get people from all around Europe who buy, like, we were getting loads of stuff from like places like Hungary and stuff like that as well, weren't we? Because people will buy. We even had some guy from Japan buy from eBay Germany.
Yeah. We have had a few weird sales like that where you wouldn't expect them to have gone through the site that they have gone through. Well, this was when we were getting some sales on the old web interpret. Yeah. But yeah,
we still get £400 of sales. Think about it. That's still £400. Yeah, it's in front of more eyeballs. It's in front of more eyeballs. So even if you've got random stuff, the fact that it's in front of more eyeballs, what I would say it would definitely help you with would be your car parts, whatever you've got left. I think it could be helpful in that regards. I still think it's a fantastic service, and you don't have to take my word for it, because obviously we don't always sell loads, but look at someone like Shazad. I'd definitely listen when Shazad speaks, simply because his experience is there, and he's a massithey fan of it, so I would definitely say it's worth having it. I mean, it's not, and sometimes people say, oh well, what's the point, because they don't have to translate it when they put it on ebay.com, which is the biggest site. Very true. And guess what, guys, we all get, if you're a business seller, you get 1,000 listings on ebay.com, but how many of you are actually going to sit there and create 1,000 listings on ebay.com? Even though it's just going to be a copy and paste job. Seriously, how many of you are going to sit there and recreate your listings on ebay.com?
I know we didn't.
Yeah, I can't be bothered with that. So the fact that they do that for you, I think is fantastic. Right. Tom has popped into the chat. Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Tat Doc says, don't have Facebook at all. Karen says, Zahir, do a meet and don't have Facebook on your mobile, just on PC. That could work, couldn't it? Possibly. I'm still fighting it though. I think I took a free trial a while back. It seems to be running on a bunch of the car parts. Okay. I had someone buy on ebay.au shipped to Sri Lanka, says Shazad. Exactly. You get so many people, you get so many sales, just like Shazad has mentioned there, where people who wouldn't normally come to eBay UK, and you'll pick up those sales. Right. Overseas shipping is expensive here in Canada, unfortunately. I can imagine. And Peter Ray says, by the way, I'm recording a video showing what games I've picked up recently for my collection, and a day's vlog showing what I'm up to reselling. And non-tat will be out next week. Okay, Peter, thanks for sharing. And Adam says, no need to use web interpreter. I found if you put your listing text all in caps, those who don't speak English can understand the listing better, says Adam. Yes, that could work. Dust. I would do ebay.com if would take off of sale on the UK site. Yeah, so you have to, that's the other thing. If you do it manually, you've got to look after your stock levels, whereas with web interpret, the whole point of having the two tokens is if something sells, they instantly sort your stuff out. Join us then by up yours, Tom. I'm running promoted.
Language?
He's always ribbing me about getting a PS4.
Language?
Don't get a PS4.
There's no need for that.
I've got an i9, Tom. i9. Sorry. Just want to put that out there.
Okay.
i9. Just saying.
Okay.
8 cores, 16 threads. Don't need a PS4. Sorry, I'm a bit sensitive about that. Shazad says, I'm running promoted listings on ebay.com and I run a sale. There you go.
Okay.
KLC reselling. Hi there. Louis says, love it. Adam's idea of all in caps.
Yeah.
That could work. And Karen says, I'm only on Facebook to find jumbles, etc. in my area and a couple of groups. Left a lot of the bigger ones as was procrastinating too much in them. See, that's my concern. Question for Bex. Sum this week up for us. 2 days off and now chill time. Enjoy it.
It's been a difficult week. Is all I'm going to say.
i9 with paste. What? What's he talking about? i9.
Oh, I don't know.
What's he talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. PC Master Race. This is actually called the PC Gaming Race. This brand of the mouse is actually something like that. Platform Wars, yeah. Yes. Anyway, that has pretty much been it. I think we're up to 50 minutes. Unless there's any more questions, then, I don't know.
Yeah.
Any more questions, guys? Yeah. We'll do some questions. Some Q&As. Trigger says Ryzen 8-core 16 threads and a hell of a lot cheaper. Yes, but I'm an Intel fanboy, Trigger them. But yes, Ryzen would be the sensible option.
This is how much of a fanboy he is.
My Model O mouse box. The matte black. And new gaming PC arriving here Monday. So excited, says Nadine. You should be excited. I hope you have a good time with it. Absolutely. You know what? This is the other thing to talk about. Mm-hmm. When say business isn't going well, we all take on so much stress running business, right? Like running your own thing or coming up with your own income. It's really stressful, isn't it, hon?
Really, yeah.
It is really stressful, really stressful. And we found that you've got to have little things to look forward to, haven't you? And you know what? Like having some entertainment like this without limiting yourself a bit, it's worth it. It makes you so happy. Like this PC has really cheered me up massively.
Yeah.
And it's good to have hobbies and it's good to have things like that to be able to. Thermal paste, says Ash. Yeah, I've got thermal paste. It's fresh thermal paste. It was good thermal paste. My temps are good, Ash. Temps are good. Have you got a strategy? Have you got a strategy to source if bad news with car? Yes. We're gonna get a car. That would be the strategy.
No, in all seriousness, because it's going to take us some time to sort that out.
But there's no other choice.
If we've got no car, we are going to have to rely, particularly for the general store, on probably charity shops because they're probably going to be the easiest thing for us to get to.
Yeah.
And the car boots would just kind of be out of the window for now until
and
we
there
can
are
get
other
a car
options.
sorted.
I mean, you can buy at auction and get stuff delivered to you if you really want. Like you said, the charity shops. But we've not. We've still got stock that we can list.
Yeah, for the hobby store, we're kind of okay at
it's the general
moment.
store that
it's
will
the general
suffer.
store that's going to suffer.
Yeah.
But then we should be able to fix that anyway. So that we're not stressing out too much about.
But thanks for that question.
Yes.
For someone who has never used one, Xbox or PlayStation, says the Tat Doctor. Probably PlayStation now. I think it used to be Xbox.
It used to be.
But
I was going to say
PlayStation is
Xbox,
probably
but that's
where it's
probably
at now.
because that's what we used to play. But
Question: are we ever leaving the EU? Asked Sean. Don't know.
Don't know.
David says, what have I missed? Not much, David. The usual. Question from Nick. Question for both. Favourite video game of all time and why? Well, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
Go on, you go first.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to think.
Are you?
I don't know, because there's a few games that I kind of really like. But like, all-time game?
Yeah. All-time. What's your all-time favourite
game?
Like,
what do I like really, really enjoy?
Yeah, your favourite game of all time.
If I'm going to sit down and play anything, right? Yeah. I'm probably going to have to go for The Sims.
The Sims?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if I ever want to just sit down and just get my head into a game, it would be The Sims.
For me, it'd probably be Halo 3.
Yeah.
Because I played and loved it. But it might be Fortnite now. I don't know. All right. But for gaming, CPU doesn't matter as much as the GPU. So what do you have? Very true. I've got a 1660 Ti trigger them. And I'm only messing Z. Had to poke the tiger. Tom, I know you're only joking. I know. Okay. At David McGregor, broke car, broke eBay, broke weapons. Yeah, that sums it up.
That's pretty it.
That sums it
pretty much it.
Holidays, that is what I look forward to. Yes, very true, very true. Question: can we get a Q7 next? Oh gosh. Defo need to have things to look forward to, rewards for the work we do. This job is not an easy option, says Nick. Completely agree. I've actually got my passport application going through. So I know that sounds really sad, but I'm really excited about that. We're getting our passports sorted. We're going on holiday this year. We are going to go. By hook or crook, guys, we're going to go. So that is something to look forward to as well.
Yeah.
A van, says Tom. No, I don't want a van. Drive to the car boot in a car made of RC. How will it affect the kebab run, says Southwood says. Good question. I don't like walking home with the kebab because, as we all know, it congeals into like a ball of stuff. They do offer a delivery service, but this guy turns up, right?
Playing his really loud music.
We live in a cul-de-sac, right? And this guy turns up, and bless him, he's probably in his late 50s or whatever, but he's a rocker, like he loves it. But he's a weird rocker, like he likes pop music as well, and he'll play like 80s pop music really loud in his car.
90s. Sometimes 90s come out.
And you play some tunes, I'll give him credit, he's got some taste, but he plays it really loud and he parks right outside a house. You can hear him
before he's actually gotten to the house.
And he opens the door and leaves the car door open and brings the takeaway to you, and like he's making all this racket in like it's just not appropriate, but I don't know how to say it without sounding like a complete so I just smile and accept the delivery. But yeah, thanks for that question. Is the car going to be expensive to repair? No, our mechanics are super reasonable.
They are really reasonable.
They're really good, Pleasant Valley. Next week, I'm going to Bernardo's donation centre. It's a 40-minute drive, but we'll be going there on Monday. And Shazad says, have you considered buying off eBay to sell on eBay? We have done that. The stuff we're listing on our hobby store is actually an eBay purchase, and we often buy things and send them to Amazon, and we do that kind of stuff anyway. But we're probably gonna have to focus on it. It's definitely not been our focus, has it? Definitely not been our focus, but we're gonna focus on it. Especially Amazon. We've got some really good stuff we could send up there. Yes, right. GTA Vice City, says Karen. That is a great game. Nadine says World of Warcraft.
Oh, that is.
Yeah. Christine says, I used to play The Sims so much. Street Fighter 2 Turbo for Alia. Fair enough. Either Halo or Roller Coaster Tycoon. Both good games. Skyrim and Fallout. Halo 3 100% says Ash. Halo Master Chief Collection coming to PC. I'm playing at 240 FPS.
Okay.
Battle rifle, man. 4-shotting people. Okay. Yes. So many games, to be honest. Nick says Peter Ray. I played loads and loved back in the 90s. Probably Sonic 2. Just the game of the century. Played so many hours on Crash Bandicoot and now the Resident Evil series. Jason says, Z, you don't need a passport to go to Wales. Yeah, but I don't want to go to Wales, Jason. But, you know. Oh yes, PC. I love The Sims. Had all the expansion packs. What is wrong with the 80s? Great decade. Nothing. I just, you know, plays pop music equals not a rocker. He plays rock sometimes as well.
He does. Yeah.
Just strap a few arses to your feet. Okay. Are you sure it's not the ice cream man that turns up your Yes, Adam. I'm sure. It's not. Kebab run at 2 a.m. One way to meet the neighbours you do not know. So, it seems that you've heard a lot of his music collection. Lots of kebabs then. Yes, unfortunately, I am quite an addict. There's something about a kebab with chili sauce that just literally I can... just talking about it now, I'm like, if I say it enough time, kebab with chili sauce and garlic sauce, I actually start salivating more. I'm not kidding you. And I've eaten now, but just the thought of a kebab, I just love it.
Yeah.
Just love it. Absolutely love it. Question for Bex: when are we going on holidays? Make it 2 weeks, please. Super Mario World for me, says Nick. 240 FPS, you'd be lucky to get 144, whatever. Or Tetris, lol, love a puzzle game. Yeah, Tetris was classic. Any plans for next week? Guessing no vlog this week, Bex?
No, there's no vlog this week. I'm going to try and get back into it for next week. It's been a bit of a rough week, really.
Shazad's asking a bit of a question there. Were you any good at Halo? See, I get the feeling you're asking that because of my performance with Fortnite. Now, I never got to a 50, but there was a thing where you'd want to get to level 50. Yeah. I never got to a 50. So, no, I probably wasn't very good at Halo. I got to a level 41. I used to play a lot of SWAT. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's wrong with the Welsh? Nothing. I'm just saying I want to go on holiday like to like a hot sunny country. There we go. Good thing the car cost won't be too bad. Yes. And Nadine says 14 years this October I'll be playing WoW. Wow, Nadine. No, WoW. Yeah, but WoW is serious. Have you ever been to BlizzCon, Nadine? I'm not sure. I'm not betting that you have, but I bet you'd like to go to BlizzCon. So let's get this right. You don't like 80s music and you don't like rock music. I'm going to sit in the corner feeling older and older. I didn't say I don't like it. I just said it's not appropriate. You know, like he just turns up blaring his music.
And Pleasant Valley, no, he doesn't play S Club 7.
Tom says you need to try Tesco's microwave kebabsi. No way, man. No way, Tom. Are you serious? I might need to try. That sounds gross.
No.
It sounds gross, doesn't it? I might try it just because of how gross it sounds. It sounds so gross. Gary's what's right with them, lol. Only joking, says Jason. Okay. Alright. Stitch and Bitch tomorrow, Beck.
Yes, should be on I can't remember what time I start at. 7:30.
Hair looking glossy and gorgeous like a Labrador, says Lex. Like a Labrador. I'm fine. I was a 50 on Halo 3 doubles and Slayer. Martin, I am jealous. I never made it to 50 in any of the playlists. Like I said, 41 was the highest, and that was on SWAT. I used to just play a lot of SWAT. Half-Life on PC for the win. Yes, Half-Life was fantastic. They're lush, says Tom. Ooh. No, wish I could go to BlizzCon though. Last year's was a disaster for them. Do you people not have phones?
Yeah, that was bad, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was not
good. That was so funny. I mean, do you people not have phones? They said. Oh, that was hilarious. S Club all the way. I don't listen to S Club. This is all Tom's fault. He's like kind of, what's that word when someone like messes with your reputation? What's that word? You know, when they use it in legal talk. You know, you can get in trouble for doing it to someone's reputation. What is it that you can do to someone's reputation? And slander. Yeah, Tom slandering my reputation. I don't listen to S Club. I don't know where this come from. Okay. Never played Halo, says Karen. Master Chief Collection been on Xbox for years. I know, Jason, but it's gonna be on PC, 240 frames a second, like maxed out, high res, everything. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to play it. Ash says Halo 3 was amazing. BR 4 shots, 3 to the chest, 1 to the head. I just hope Halo 5 is good. Yeah, it would be good. Lol, Diablo Immortal on the phone went down like a lead balloon. It did. It did. Slander, defamation, slander. There you go. Right, guys.
Okay.
We've gabbed for over an hour, guys, and the last 10-15 minutes were just telling the truth is not slander. That's just unnecessary. And one last question from David McGregor. How are the 5 a.m. walks going? My Fitbit game has been poor lately. We're still walking at 5:30, David.
At 5:30.
But yeah, it's not going well overall.
It's not.
Yeah.
We're still getting up like at 5:30 in the morning, which is really, really great. We've been doing
loving
that
it,
for
weeks
now. A month now.
Yeah. 5:30 a.m.
It actually feels like a habit.
It feels
now.
good.
Like
yeah.
Without even thinking, it's like
exactly. But overall, we're not getting as many steps in as we would
we're
like.
not.
Yeah.
No, our Fitbit game is kind of out the window as well.
Yeah. You might start liking S Club. You know enough about them by now, Lozzie. Whatever, Alia. Right. Thanks so much for this chat, says Karen. Whether sales are good or not, they really make my week. That's why we do them, Karen. Thank you for being here and supporting the chat. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Really do appreciate everyone turning up and having a chat with us. We know it's not always useful chat.
Yeah, we're not always on topic. We're not always giving out a great deal of information. We're just sharing what we do and how good or bad our week is.
And it's exactly. And it's gonna be time for a chill out.
Yeah.
You're knackered, aren't you?
A little bit.
And I'm gonna play some Fortnite. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Do appreciate it. And now we're gonna end the stream.
If we can find the
we're gonna end the stream.
thing.
Here we go. All pro.
There we go.
Bye.
Bye.